So, hi everyone, you can see we're back here today by the name, and I don't have a suit right now because just watch. This all the cosplays that I have. This isn't, I think this has been half of them because the other half that I made were my starter cosplays. They were good, but this is obviously the upgraded stuff. I'll be showing all of this, but the one we are here for right now is in front, and that is the Flash. So this is my Ezra Miller Flash suit. Now it is a bit crushed right here because I had it in a bag. I was at a local Comic-Con and I left it in the bag for over a day, over 24 hours. Stupid of me, kind of creased in there, but this is the whole Ezra Miller Flash suit. I made a new chest for it, and I actually built up on the neck piece here also, you can see around here. Then we have the shoulders. You can saw all that from the wire work video that I did. Belt up here on the back. A lot of people want to see the back of the cosplay, so this is the back. Now it doesn't match up. Hello, is that a shout out to Damar, so Damar Williams, or NorCal Spidey as he's known here on YouTube, or go check him out on Instagram, Damar Williams. You could there will be a link in the description below. He's just a really cool guy and cosplayer. But the back doesn't match up right now, you can see here, and for the belts I just have to fix that. That's all in placing pieces, but we have the whole Ezra Miller. I changed the belt also, and I changed some of the midsection, and I changed this piece right here. So other than that, it is all the same build. I added on neck piece, changed it slightly so the gap in here is better movability and it looks like the costume itself. Also, what I have made is the thigh pieces. So I have made the two thigh pieces for the Ezra Miller Flash costume. I'll get a good look in at one. So if I just get this in the camera right now. Another shout out to Damar. It's just the day I'm having right now. So what I did was have a piece of Peltex. Now you can use cardboard or EVA foam. I have seen a lot of people. I like the Peltex because of the flexibility in it. You can see, you can press it in, squeeze it, crush it up, and it'll still keep its shape. It'll not be rigid, or it'll not have any creases until you leave it like I left my Flash suit. I just got a piece of Peltex, wrapped it around my thigh, made sure it was the same size, you can see, and then I built on top of that with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pieces. Okay, so the whole way around the leg I built on top of the base. I give it all these lines and separation lines in it. I also give it the flick up here, so there's a spike coming up here just at the side of your crotch right there, or your groin area, and then it comes up to a big flick up here. Now I would say maybe go a bit smaller, around that size. I went a bit mad with the spike right here. I like the design that just comes up my hip to my thigh like that. I'll actually just throw it on right now just so you can see what it looks like. And also there is an elasticated strap right here, so you can see that's an elasticated strap that stretches. It's all glued on. That just goes up my thigh like that, and if I stand up on the chair, get a bit closer to the camera, that is my thigh piece. Okay, so that just comes up my hip area, up my thigh, and you can see again that just lines up here for my groin. But all around it fits nice. You can see I have a nice square here just coming underneath the crotch area, and it wraps around the back of my thigh here with elasticated strap. It's really nice, all these Armour designs. What I did was use some plain red fabric for all of these sections. Right here in the middle, this piece, I used the shiny 4-way stretch Lycra. So there's two types of fabric right here. And again, a shout out to Sir Riviera on Instagram. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. But what I did was use two types of red fabric just so that it would highlight at certain parts. If you want to use two different tones of fabric, spray paint, two different types of EVA foam, I would suggest it, guys, for the Flash Armour. It has a lot of different tones in there. Some pieces are metal and shiny, others are really bland and just red, and then obviously a lot of this design has scratches and has a lot of battle damage. If you want to get a grey marker, a grey pen, or a grey fabric pen, completely up to you. Start weathering all the pieces up. Again, I'll just show those both in the camera. You just cut doubles for each piece. So when you figure out your size for one thigh, cut all the same pieces again loved how the picture looked. I'll actually show a picture right now. So that was me in my Ezra Miller flesh suit for the con. I will show a couple of pictures at the end. You have seen the gauntlets previously. I have shown those with the wire work in them. If you want to do the flick for the lightning bolt coming off the edges, mine actually just followed the gauntlet wrist or the forearm shape all the way around the arm. Wish I may have had it done the lightning bolt coming off. That's all up to you guys. That's what you learn from it. But for a good design right now, this is the boot. So if you go back and watch my Spider-Man, how to make a Spider-Man boot process video, I show you how to make a Lycra boot. That is using an old shoe or any type of shoe that you want. Shoe base, you make a Lycra boot cover, so you basically make a giant sock out of 4-way stretch Lycra. Put the shoe inside of that and you will have a nice boot shape. All in all, you'll have a nice platform. What I have done, this is the exact same boot by the way. So the boot that I actually made in the Spider-Man process video, this is it. I've just added on some Peltex pieces coming up. So what I'll do is, you can see the zip on the back here, so move the thigh pieces out of the way. This has a zip just coming down here, so I'll move the camera slightly like that. And this has a zip here in the back so that I can get my foot in nice and evenly. Has a Velcro strap coming around here, and I'll place this on right now. So my foot just slides in to the shoe base, like the Spider-Man boot also. So actually, let me figure this out a bit. So when you're actually doing this, also it's really good to press out the shoe if you have left any pieces on the inside. All the fabric may be pushed in on one another, so I've left some fabric on the inside and cushion my foot so that when I put it inside, just pull that out. Don't leave the tongue of the shoe in, that's all I can say. Do not leave the tongue in. Stand up on the chair again. And what we have right here is my Ezra Miller flesh boot. So that strap goes around here at the side because he has sort of a band coming around the front of his foot, and I have built up on Peltex pieces using the shiny Lycra fabric. All the way up here you can use cardboard or EVA foam. I built it in 3 pieces, so 1, 2 and 3, so that you can actually bend your foot and get into the boot itself. Here at the back it just zips up here like that. I also have a piece right here and another 2 pieces following, or actually that's just 1 piece following down the side of that. Then we have the lightning bolt coming up here. I only have 1 lightning bolt. If you want to add another underneath that, do them at a different angle or a different shape, they really add to it. What you can do also is, hello again, where is, there they are here. So when you're building your boot, what you will actually want to do also, this piece here will follow just along your kneecap. Alright, so when you're building your boot, build this shape up here and have the top of your calf area or your shin piece follow along your knee, so that when you make your knee piece, that will fit together nicely. Okay, so that actually just shapes in nicely with that. The Ezra Miller style, you can look up at many different shapes. Toys would be the best, so any figures, any figurines that you have or that is on Google, please look at those because they have the best shapes. But I've added on just a piece here at the front for some armor padding. And again, you can go and check out the process video of how I made these boots. I just made a big glorified sock, put a shoe inside of it, and then I've built on top of that with some armor pieces. Used the elasticated straps. So again, these are just some black elasticated straps going down the side here. They don't have to be used for elastic purposes. I just needed to have a black area. It had a nice line design in here, so it adds to the whole thing itself. Around here at the back area, at your calf, you have some armor pieces, and they just zip down like so. Okay, so that just zips down here at the back so that I can get the pieces off. But your knee pad, I'll just keep the boots on because I'm going to keep the whole suit on. So your knee pad actually can take many different forms. I made it in 3 pieces, so 1, 2 and 3. You can see a middle piece, 2 side pieces. Then I added on just some tinier side pieces here to make the shape follow along. It actually looks really good, I like it. Added on another thicker, smaller piece in the middle right here to add some design and give it a better thickness. You can see right there, just gives it a whole new layer. So I might add some pieces here on the side, also build it up. Again, it's all about building your pieces up, guys, piece by piece. I know I say it a lot, but if you come up with a design, if it looks too thin to you, if it looks too slim, you can just keep adding on pieces, keep adding on different designs, different shapes, and it eventually will build up to a nice built up piece. I repeat myself a lot and I have to breathe. That just fell. So I'm going to actually jump into the whole flesh suit right now. Again, you've seen this Ezra Miller suit a lot before. The back I have cleaned up and added on a nice clean zipper so that I just have to zip it down like that. And this is actually how I get into it, so it's quite easy to get into now. A lot of my other suits, you had to put them on over your head. This one, I would always say maybe add a zipper just in the back, and that just slips on like that. Okay, so I do need someone to zip me up, so I'm going to go down to my friend right now. He's going to zip me up in the suit. You will see the full thing with the thigh pieces, the boots and the knee pads on, and the gauntlets. Here we go, guys, and I'll show the new mask when I'm back. Boots, but here is my mask. So this is my Ezra Miller flesh mask that I've built the exact same way as the others. The only slight difference is I took a lot of time in doing the nose and the cheek pieces. Okay, also you can see that I've shown it in a previous video. I think it was just before my Nightwing, so if you actually check out my Armour, my Flesh Ezra Miller Armour video, the update video, I show the eye piece and just the forehead piece was glued together. Then I've just built in here at the sides, piece by piece, using Peltex. You can use cardboard or EVA foam. Here at the back I've went for the kind of ventilation type, just layered approach. So the pieces are sort of like vents if the air wanted to escape in his helmet. Some spikes coming up here at the side, right here. The earpieces are a different design. The previous ones I did make them the same size, whereas this one, the back piece is bigger than the front piece. Okay, so this piece here at the front is slightly smaller than the back piece. Those are wrapped in Peltex and yellow fabric. Here at the back I've also used a zip. So I love this mechanism right here. I've put the zips that I use for the wrists. Those are 15 to 20 centimeter zips. Perfect for masks if you want to get a nice, it also adds that nice point here at the back. So the point that I was looking for, the spike design going back, all I needed to do was add a zipper, and this makes it easy access to get on and off. So if you want to do that, maybe build up your whole mask around the front, sides, and then once you get to the back, just make it in two sections like this, add a zipper, and that's completely up to you. Okay guys, also I have an elasticated strap here onto the cheek. So right here at the cheek area I have this elasticated strap with some velcro here that wraps around to the other side of the cheek. On the inside right here you can see that folds around like that, gives it that nice full flesh look. Now I have the nice nose curve here. I love how the whole mask looks itself. I've left it nice and open in the mouth area, so in and around the mouth it's just my chin and my whole mouth comes through, and one thin layer that I have secured up very heavily. I have given it 2 layers of fabric. I've made sure I've put a good amount of glue so that it doesn't snap, because previously I've made thin layers going under my chin. These lines right here you really have to pay attention to and really structure them up well. Okay, so I will try it on, and you can see, zip it off like this. This can work for a lot of other different masks, like a Batman cowl or something. So if I push it up like this and put my head in, just push it down, and again remember I had to pull on this mouth strap right here, or this chin strap, so that's why I had to really secure that up. Last time, or the last few times, I've had to put some tension on those and it's really busted or snapped. So you can see this just comes around, this gives it a nice tight fit. Then I use the zip that down, and that's perfect. It's a perfect fit guys. I love how it looks, and yeah, it goes right along my cheeks, gives my mouth and chin that nice open space. Also, I say I have added in a neck piece, but I will explain about that more, just 2 sections right here. That's just using the Peltex. I built it right up to the mask line, and also I've added in this black fabric right here so that I can bend and also breathe. So always remember that here in the middle of the neck you'll want to maybe add some fabric so that you can move your neck up and down and around. Don't probably build a neck piece the whole circle or the whole sphere, just the whole shape of it. You'll always want to have a break or a gap. So this is the chin area. You can see just a nice thin strap. I love how it looks. My whole mouth just sits out of the mask itself instead of the CW. The CW comes down here, up and around the chin. All of this is covered up. It's really free. The eyes are open and you can't see my eyebrows at all. It just literally goes on the eyebrow line. I have that nice eye expression. It's not sad or anything. The ears, and I also have the spike profile. So if I turn sideways right now, you can see I have that nice spike here in the head. That's it. So I'll just start to explain this. I think I'm about to explain the thighs, the knee pieces, and the gauntlets. You have already seen this suit, guys, and I'll try on the whole thing. Thank you so much for watching, and here's me with the rest of the video. So I have my knee pad right here that I have slightly sellotaped on. I have the boots right here and the shoes. I might add the yellow lightning bolt coming around the foot area and start to armor these up a bit more because I am not done with it. On the day my velcro busted right here, but that's supposed to be velcroed down like that. So if you want to just put a piece of velcro here for your crotch piece, just put that onto your trousers. Sadly I'm not wearing the trousers that I was on the day, but you can see it gives that nice full armor effect. So if you make your thigh pieces, knee pads and your boots, and that will cover up your shins also. Go check out the how to make a boot process video. If I stand back right here, and both knee pieces fell off. So let's see how this goes. Okay, sorry about the shitty camera angle, guys, but this is my armor for my bottom half of my fly suit. Again, I made armor up around here. I was wearing black jeans on the day, and this covers right up to my shins and my calves. Then you can just make your knee or your thigh pieces. They come up right here to your hip area. Then I have the whole crotch piece going on there. And yeah, that's basically all of my fly suit. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's been all over the place. The getting back from the con and stuff, it was really fun. Just a lot of time was spent. The Assassin's Creed suit was there, the Spider-Man suit was there. Making sure all my cosplays were fit and functional for use was one of the main things that I wanted. So if you haven't checked the channel out already, please go check out some other videos that I have. Again, you can check out the Spider-Man process boot video on how to make your boots. You can check out the process video on how to make your flesh armor. I have a lot of videos on how to make a mask, put some different techniques into it, put your own shape into it. I always say that. Please subscribe and comment and let me know how all your cosplay goals go. For me, everyone here at Ireland, always at your Geek Speak, I've been John Hay in my Ezra Miller fly suit. Love you guys, you're awesome. Bye! What would one of these videos be really without one of these run-ins? I have to do it since I'm wearing a fly suit. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye!